Well, welcome back, Air Gunners. This is Zach from the Shooter Zone, where we are always staying on target. Well, okay, back with another video on the BroCock Sniper XR Magnum, and this is in 25 caliber. If you haven't watched the other videos, on top we got the Axion 6 to 24 by 50 millimeter scope, the 0 dB moderator at the end. So we're going to run some slugs through this today and see how it does with slugs. It performed very well with the pellets we put through it, so go back and watch the past videos if you haven't watched that. And so again, no clue how this is going to do with the slugs that I have, but let me just tell you what I have. I have 5 different slugs I'm going to run through today. I have a target set up at 40 yards. Each of the targets are 2-inch splatterburst targets, just so you know. And so the first one I'm going to put in is the .249 30 grain H&Ns, and then the same but 34 grain H&Ns. Then I have some rifle slugs, and these are considered the lights from them, 34.87 grain. And then from Tremor slugs, I have two different grains from this. The first is a 30 grain, and the second is a 35 grain. So again, 5 different selections here. I'm going to put the 2 H&Ns through the top 2 targets. We'll put the rifle slugs through the center, and then the 2 Tremors down at the 2 bottom targets there. All right, so I don't think I have anything else to say today. Again, this thing has been a great rifle. Again, I always thank the sponsors for partnering with me on these, on all these products. And they are what I consider to be fantastic products. So let's do this. I'm going to, after I shoot the 2 H&Ns, I'm going to top off again to 200 bar. That's where I feel like this thing really starts to get in its groove. The regulator set at 170 bar, and I have the power switch second from the most power. So just so you know how I have it set up. And let's get it done. All right, so again, H&Ns first, 30 grain H&Ns. I'm going to start with the top left target. If you know me by now, I do like to use the single shot trays, especially for anything that has to do with accuracy. And I'm going to put 5 shots on each of these targets. Let's see how it does. We do have a slight wind today, as always. Does seem to be rising. Again, this could just be from where I started out at the 200 bar. You know, this all has to work in conjunction with the hammer spring, and that's why I don't like starting off at full max, which is 250 bar, and this is started off on 200 bar. Just to give it a little bit of room so the hammer spring can start getting into its normal mode. And again, I don't know if that's what's going on here, or if it's the little bit of wind, but again, who knows? Alright, this is the last of the 5 shots for this. Alright, so not bad. I won't complain about that. Again, as always, I have not in any way sorted these slugs. It is just what it is. So I haven't hand-picked any of these, which obviously makes a big difference in performance. We're just taking them right out of the tins and running them through. Again, these are 34 grain H&Ns. I'll run 5 through, and then again we're going to top off. Alright, that's 5 on those. First 3 shots were really nice. Then we did get a little bit of a spread after that. Let me top this back off to 200 bar, and we'll come back and we'll shoot the rifle slugs through this. So give me a moment. Alright, we're back. Rifle Slug Series Lights in 34.87 grain. We're going to put 5 shots through that center target. We may even put 10 through it. I don't know yet. If we have a really good tight group at 5, I may not want to ruin it and try for 10. But we put 5 in each of the pellets, or the slugs, excuse me, in each of the targets so far. So we should probably keep it consistent as much as possible. Whoa. Not sure what happened there. Come on now. All right, last one on these. All right, it is what it is, right? That's why we do this. I've had good accuracy with these rifle slugs in some rifles, and in others not, just like with any slug or pellet. We're just trying to figure this all out. And again, I always suggest, if you have a lot of rifles, and most people have a lot of rifles, know to do this, you know, keep a nice little handbook around and you know, write down exactly what it is you're getting from each of the slugs or the pellets. All right, I'm going to top off again to the 200 bar, and then we're going to put the last two slugs through here, which are both Tremor slugs. So give me one moment and we'll be right back. All right, we're back for the last two. And again, these are the Tremors, and these are the 30 grain. These are all hollow points, by the way. These Tremors are dish base, which is what I prefer. Again, these slugs may not hit in the exact same spot, but what we're looking for is tight groups. And the last one of the 30 grains. All right. I mean, there is a chance in the reality that this rifle may do best with just the pellets I have. And again, I'm not sure if this is a choke barrel or not. I probably should have figured that out first. It could be, which would definitely affect the accuracy of these slugs. But again, we don't know unless we give it a try. And not that some of these aren't too bad, just depending on what we're going to be doing. You know, for hunting, some of these slugs are fine. And this is the last of these. All right. All right, so there you go. Again, not a super tight group. I mean, that's probably 1 inch. Just a little bit maybe tighter than that, maybe 3/4 of an inch. Again, remember these are only 2-inch targets. So if we split it in half, then we have 1 inch. But looking at this, what seems to be the winner are the .249 34 grain H&N slugs. They're HP. That's what it says. Slug HP is how it's referenced as far as a kind of model. All right, so just looking at this again, not that any of these are super terrible. I think the rifle slugs obviously were the widest out of that, which was the center target, and it seemed like the to 34 grain and 35 grains the most out of the H&N and Tremors. But the H&Ns did stand out. And again, I'm only giving you 5 slugs that I just happen to have on hand. You know, could I put hundreds of different ones through there? Yeah. Could I find a slug that does better? Possibly. Again, if you know of one, let me know, so this way I'm aware of it. But again, it's hard to have every single slug around. That's one of the reasons why some of these videos are important, is we're trying to accumulate information on a particular rifle and what works best and what everybody else is doing, and through that, hopefully, we're not wasting a whole bunch of time, and we're kind of cutting right to the chase. But again, that's why we do this. You know, it is what it is, right? If you have a great day and all the groups are tight, fantastic. If the day doesn't work out quite as planned and the groups are a little bit wider, you know, again, it is just what it is. You know, we're typically pretty consistent in our shooting. And if you've seen any of my past videos, you've seen that I have some very tight groups, so I can shoot. And again, it just is what it is. We're getting information. All right, so that's it for this video, folks. Again, if you haven't liked this page, please click below and give it a like. If you haven't liked us on Facebook, please go to the Shooter Zone on Facebook, like that page as well. Then also, if you have a BroCock or Daystate, go to the BroCock Daystate USA Facebook page. Give that a like as well. It's a brand new page that we're trying to put together for a lot of the shooters in the USA that are shooting BroCock and Daystate rifles. And so that's all I have for you today, folks. Until next time, shoot lots, be safe, and we will see you again soon. Take care now.